Hey, I got the Olight H2R Nova in front of me here. This is a headband flashlight, as you can see with the angled lens. Olight keeps up in the game on these guys. This one incredibly bright. It's running a XHP 50 emitter in it, and it runs off a supplied 18650 battery. I do believe it's a 3000 milliamp battery. As you can see on the package, 2300 lumens on high. That won't run real long that way. It does get warm, but man, if you need some serious light and flood off a headband flashlight, this is gonna do it. And this has Olight's TR bead lens. It gives a perfectly balanced, even beam, and I'm talking just a beautiful flood. There's really no real hot spots or anything like that on it. Does have Olight's magnetic tail cap as well, which is a good thing. Handy clip on it, which I'll probably take off and use this as the headband light. As far as goodies it comes with, got Olight's typical black cardboard box, directions and whatnot in there. This has got the full head harness headband. Here's your, if anybody's not familiar, the magnetic charger for hooking up to any USB. And you basically, well, I haven't used the headband light yet. There's a first. Look at that. Flips right open. So you don't have to keep trying to slide that thing in. What I'll be comparing it to will be the Olight H2R Nova. And as you can see there, this one here, it's a stretchy rubber grommet where you got to slide the light in. That's a good deal right here. I like that. We're going to go ahead and take that clip off. I'm going to get it set inside there. Something on there is freaking magnetic. What the hell? Is this thing magnetic? It is. Oh, I'll be damned. That is pretty nice. Just look at this. I know the flashlight's aluminum, so I don't know how the hell. Don't know how. Must be pulling on that battery. Must have a real nice neodymium magnet in there, just sitting in there. It locks in. Put the strap over. And man, you know what? I really like this. Now I took the light out and tested it and then run it through the ropes, and I never even pulled the headband light out, thinking it was just a normal headband light. I really, really like that. Look at this. Bam. In and out. Flip it whatever way you want. Anyways, pretty nice. Back to the light. It's about all you get for accessories, which is more than enough. Light output on this thing, you have your 1 lumen low mode, which is good for 45 days. I do believe you just push and hold the switch on for a couple seconds and you got your low mode. Like I said, 1 lumen, 45 days. Next up is 30 lumens for 50 hours. And I'm telling you right now, that is well more than ample enough light, you know, for working on, say, fairly close quarters stuff. Then next up, 150 lumens, and that'll run for 10 full hours. That is, you know, about perfect. And of course, if you're, say, outside doing stuff and you want 600 lumens, that'll run a full 2.5 hours. And I've had this on quite a while, and it does do a good job with running that for a long time in good heat dissipation. It doesn't get very hot or anything. But then you double click it and there's 2300 damn lumens. But that'll only run for a minute and then it'll drop back down to high mode because the head does get rather warm. Pretty wicked. Very wicked. This is some black duct tape, and I'm going to turn this thing on the highest mode. I mean, it almost instantly burns right through. You could start fires with this light. Very hot. Very hot. And one good thing is the flashlight, the head's hot, but it does radiate down right away throughout the whole light. I could tell you that's why they're only having this stay on for 1 minute on that 2300 lumen mode. That's a lot of output. So what we're going to end up doing is going out, I'll run a lux meter, but we're going to compare this light to H2R Nova outside. That's a good light in itself, but not enough to compete with this. And then we're going to do the S30R Baton 3rd gen. I really like this light. It's got a more of a focus beam, but it's pulling over 1,000 lumens and very, very tight beam. But if you say I turn on the H2R, you notice there, words don't describe. Unreal for how bright it is. So what do you say we go outside and do some shots of it and show you what this thing's like? All right, I'm outside. I am 4 meters away from my lux meter up against my porch, and I'm going to turn this Nova on the highest mode, and we're going to get a lux and calculate. Like I said, that beam pattern, very smooth. Real smooth, actually. Check it out. All right, 387 lux is what I come up with. What I want to do is take 387 times 4 meters squared, which is 16, divided by 0.25, which is the brightness of the moon, and then we're going to do the square root of 24,768. So I think they had said 158 meters of throw, and it was 7/10 of a meter off. Pretty awesome. A lot of light output for how wide that beam is. So now, let's hit up on some beam shots. All right, first up, we got a tree at 62 meters away. So for starters, we're going to hit up on the H2R on high. And it pulling in that 62 meter tree like nothing. It's unreal. Look at the broad beam pattern. I'm going to compare that to the H1R. H2R, and there's the H1R. And there's the S30R, which I thought was a very bright light. Look at that. H2R. Next up, a tree at 94 meters. Now moving down to that tree that's 94 meters away. As you can see there, it's pulling that in quite well. And my human eye, without the camera, I can see that whole tree group in the background's upwards of over 190 meters away. I mean, it's reflecting and lighting it up. If I move over up the hill, kind of the same thing. There's a hillside back there, well over 200. Yeah, it's up there, but I'm telling you, I don't have my full frame Nikon no more to get some real good video. I got to get another full frame, but wicked. Just for comparison again, there's a little H1R, and there's the H2R. In my yard here, the popple trees are about 30 meters up, and them trees about 60, a little over 60 there. Now, being as this isn't really a thrower, and it's a floody, we're going to do a little bit closer shots here. And first up is the H1R, and you're looking at that on high, and them lights back there are in them trees. I'd say the first tree is around 25 meters, and that middle one's 30. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the H2R to give you an idea. That's the H2R. It just, damn, unreal. H1R, H2R. This light blows me away for how much flood there is. Unreal. Let's do the S30R. S30R, like I said, that's more of a throwing light. H2R. Now, I think I'm going to compare it to some car headlights. All right, I'm running some extremely bright HID lights on a Nissan Maxima. And we're going to set it up right here. You're looking at about possibly up to 30 meters on the other side of that car. And we're going to go ahead and turn on the H2R on high. Like I said, very, very floody, extreme amount of lumens coming out. That's a full 2300 lumens. I'm telling you, it's got to be. Now, even on high, that's 600 lumens. Now, we'll do a little bit of, just a couple shots with the other modes in my yard again, or on my sidewalk. This is the one lumen mode. Of course, you're not going to see that. And then that next step up, like I said, very usable, as you can see here. And up another one, perfectly ideal, very long battery life. I think that was 10 hours or more. Next mode up, I know it's punching out for 2.5 hours. But even like I said, that second mode up, extremely long battery life, even in this mode. That high, same thing, and then the rocket. So there you go. Check them links out down below on this from Olight, Wicked Light. You want the ultimate headband flashlight, this would be it. Very versatile. Of course, you got Olight's quality, long battery life, and you got it just unreal 2300 lumen flood at the tip of your finger when you need it. The design, upgrades they did for like this magnetic mount on this headband, I think that's awesome. One thing that I was thinking about doing is what I said, that little headband. I want to see if the other lights will, oh yeah, look at that. And I don't even need to lock that one in if I didn't want to. Look at that. Pretty awesome. Really like that headband on this new light. So there you go. Olight H2R Nova. Like I said, check the links out. There you go.